Gerard Filitti is back with us in studio. Gerard, it's not just now New York City that's dealing with it, now Massachusetts. Are we any closer to solving the problem?
We absolutely are not. It should not be surprising at this point that blue states, Democrat states, are the ones that encourage migrants to come illegally, and yet they want to turn them away. Massachusetts is a state that just a few months ago began issuing driver's licenses to illegal immigrants, and now they're complaining that they have too many of them. So maybe you have to start rethinking what you're telling people. The other part of this that's interesting is you're looking for work authorization. We heard this from New York City Mayor as well. And the issue here, as Eric Adams and the Massachusetts governor are pointing out, they're putting pressure on the federal government essentially to find a way to declare blanket amnesty and allow all immigrants to work when they're here illegally. And that's something that we need to be watchful for now.
And I want to correct, so I think we said something like 20,000, but it was 5,500 at least that was cited that were receiving services, including young children and it says pregnant people, some pregnant women there in the state. That need help. Now that's a way to do it, though. If you want to push, if you want to put pressure, it's one thing to have a press briefing, right? And you call out the federal government, you call out the Biden administration. But if you declare a state of emergency, you're going. This is talking about funding at this point, and some of that emergency funding will be needed from the federal government.
It will, and actually I think we were right on the numbers the first time. I think it's 5,000 families, but 20,000 individuals, so that is the number. And when you're looking at housing, providing services, providing shelter, providing work authorizations for that number of people, you are talking about costs that run in the billions of dollars. And you do that nationally, you have to do that in each state. It really adds up, and it's a major dent in our budget. But the other issue politically is, why is this happening? Why are we allowing this? Why are we giving them more benefits instead of enforcing immigration laws to curtail this crisis?
Yeah, and you've got border town communities that are really forced to deal with it, and they say, you know what? If migrants want to go to these sanctuary cities, we'll get them to sign off. It's voluntary, you know, so if they want to go to New York, Massachusetts.
I thought it was interesting, too, by the way, if you look at the letter with the facts in it, the letter was written to Secretary Mayorkas.
Really?
Yeah, not to President Biden. This is to Mayorkas, who continues to be pressed on this, again, in the halls of Congress, again, saying that the border is closed and this is not a crisis. You've got states declaring a state of emergency that says everything to know that there is a crisis happening. Gerard Filitti, thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, we'll take